Welcome back to the Arizona Daily Mix. As we know, galas have changed quite a bit with the pandemic and a lot of them gone virtual, but do they know how to put a gala on? Well, that's where Ashley Richards comes in to tell us from E Square Marketing that you can do your fundraising, but you need to do it in the right way. Am I right, Ashley?
That's right. Time to pivot. No time like the present to keep fundraising for those nonprofits.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are scared of it because they've never had to do this and they don't think they're going to be able to do it. So what are some things we need to look at when we're going into doing these kind of fundraising galas virtual now?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's important for nonprofits to know it's not a one size fits all. There are opportunities for all sizes of nonprofits, even if you have a very small budget to do a virtual event or make it a large show with performances, things of that nature. But these platforms that are available online now are really geared to helping them fundraise no matter what their dollar amount is that they're spending on the event itself. We've worked with events that have very small budgets, and we're doing Facebook Live events to fully prepared, developed, created shows almost in a larger format. So we've really seen it every which way during this COVID season.
Yeah, and I think people will be very surprised because some of the, how can I say, the high dollar donors know about Facebook, know about social media, and I think some people forget that they do. Everybody knows Facebook, and that's where you see a lot of them wanting to see these galas since they can't leave the house.
Yeah, absolutely. And Facebook and Instagram are very nonprofit friendly. They have so many tools for nonprofit. You can fundraise directly through these platforms. Facebook does not charge any fees. So if you donate $100 to your cause, every penny of that goes to your nonprofit, which is great. So the ease of donations is very easy. It's secure. So utilizing these platforms are critical for nonprofits right now because that is where their audience is. Everyone's online at home. So really tapping into that could help their donor database and help raise those funds that are important right now.
Yeah, and I also like where you talk to them about their budgets because I think people pull out the budget from last year, 2 years ago, and they look and go, well, gosh, we need to raise, let's just say $100,000. How are we going to do that online? But you take a look at their budget, you break it down going, guess what? All that stuff that you had during those big galas, you don't need to have online, right?
That's right. Yeah, the cost for these virtual events are a fraction of the cost of in-person. Obviously there's an importance of an in-person experience, but that's not available right now. So being able to go virtual, you're not paying for the stakes and the centerpieces and the band, things like that. All of those costs go away. So it's really giving more money in the pockets of these nonprofits that need it so much right now.
Yeah. Let me ask you about this, and that is looking at the national, of course, charities next to a local charity. It's a little different, am I right? And you shouldn't be looking at that for your social media and what you want to do, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's really important if you want it to be hyper local and your organization is local, but we are still finding more of a national reach for even local nonprofits, people that move away that still support those organizations. So when we look at really the demographics of those that are watching these live events, they really are more national. So we're seeing a bigger reach, more people engaged and watching online that they could ever fit in a small room anyways. So we're seeing a larger impact, more people reached at a fraction of the cost, which has been a really big win for nonprofits right now.
Yeah, well, we're going into the time of giving and needing things as we move to the holidays. So how can people find out more about what you offer to them?
Yeah, absolutely. They can go to esquaredmarketing.com. We really specialize in digital marketing efforts, but we have pivoted as an organization as well to help nonprofits during this time. So virtual events were very new to us during this season, but we work with a lot of nonprofit clients with all of their social and digital strategies. So this fit right in. We've seen it as a huge win, a lot of really cool opportunities, and we'd love to help or at least just give some tips to nonprofits because we really want to help them during this season, of course.
Wow, that's great. Ashley, thank you very much for joining us. And again, if you need someone to host a gala, I'm available, just so you know.
Thanks, guys, so much.